Welcome and good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining to this incredible session, really. This is the end of the Art for Change session today on the day 2 of ChangeNOW. And we are presenting tonight the catalog of an exhibition, which is also for sale. So we have 12 wonderful artists who accepted to give a work and to split the result of the sale with our nonprofit, ChangeNOW Communities, to fund the prize for sustainable creation in our constant trial of wanting to shift the imaginaries of art and to integrate a little bit more of ecology and of circular economy into art. And I'm very honored and pleased to have Camille de Foresta next to me, but at a good distance because of COVID regulations. Yes. Yes, Camille, so you're an auctioneer.
Hello, hi, I'm an auctioneer. Thank you very much, Ronan, for having us. So I'm working for Christie's in Paris, and when Ronan called us to ask if we would like to support this event, we were very proud and very honored because it's the very first time for us as well, at least in Paris. Sustainability and ecology and diversity are getting very important, and for us this is not something that we do very often at Christie's, but important for us to show to the young artists, the young generation, with the new issues that we are supporting and we intend to support more and more in the future. So thank you, Ronan, for having us. But I'm not very useful tonight, or at least just a little bit, because
something is going to happen tonight. We are going to put for auction this beautiful work of art that you can see behind us. I don't know if the camera can jump to On the Road Again. It's the name of the work of art. Yes, beautiful. So this is an original work by Timsday, who is a street artist and who made this work specifically for tonight, for this sale. Well, I'm saying tonight, but as you will see, we start the auction tonight and it will close tomorrow night, midnight Paris time, at the end of ChangeNOW. So you have a few hours to tell us what work you love, which one you would like to buy, and how you would like to support ChangeNOW Communities.
Except for this one, actually.
Except for this one, which is going to be sold tonight.
Live at the end of the session.
At the end of the session, exactly.
So if you want to participate to the auction, you still have maybe 20-30 minutes to go, and you can call the number that you see on your screen.
Yes, and we have wonderful, wonderful girls around the plateau who will answer your calls and take your bid. So please bid. We need your support, and sustainable creation needs your support. Should we
let's start
with the catalog?
And review all the beautiful works that we are offering tonight. So let's start with lot 1, if I can call it lot 1.
Yes.
So this is a work by
Linda Sanchez.
So it's all about like recuperation.
Yes, it's
reinterpretation.
It's called Aluminium Folie, which in French means craziness, but it's a play on words with foil, because she's using tin foil, obviously. You see a lot of Linda Sanchez aluminum foils on this picture, but there's only 4 tonight for sale. So you can see on the first picture. That's a suggestion by her gallery, like Galerie Papillon, created by Claudine Papillon in Paris, and that's a suggestion of composition by the artist and the gallery.
So you confirm that if we bid on that lot, we have the 4 frames with the 4 works of art. Okay.
Exactly. And the price is €4,000.
To start.
To start.
But it can be more.
It can be more.
It can always be more.
It's always more interesting, of course, and it will give us more means to support young artists and I mean any age artists, but artists who work in the sustainable framework for the prize for sustainable creation. So you can see more details here. What Linda is trying to do with those tin foils is basically she takes tin foil from everyday life. So it could be a packaging, it could be any sort of packaging really, and she flattens it to sort of lose the use that that we humans have given to this piece. So it's like, I mean, it looks like a sort of a turtle or a seashell to me. This morning we were talking with Bruno David, the head of Muséum d'Histoire Naturelle, and it actually looks like a coccolithophore or some very small organisms, but you lose completely the end use of this object.
I think more of something like ready-made or
yes,
yeah, or you know, the Campbell soup or something
yes.
a little bit more less natural than what you see. I think you are you are completely I don't know what you say though, but,
brainwashed.
Yeah, brainwashed, absolutely.
So this is for the first work, and as you said, it is a ready-made in a way, and we can see another one. So we're gonna jump to Teams Day work. So remember
that we're gonna
tonight.
sell it tonight after this talk, and it has to make more than. What's the price to start? It's 3,000 euros, but 3, I'm sure we're gonna do more. So tell us a little bit about the artist. Who is he? Is he French? No.
Yeah, he's
French.
French. Yeah, even with that name, he's French. He's very French, and so he lives in Paris, and his that's his head. Yeah. That's
looks.
He's a very cool person. I mean, as all the artists that we're presenting tonight, of course. And now you can see he's activating his work because you can see that he restored himself with discarded pieces in a scrapyard near Paris in Romainville, next to his studio, yeah, to his workshop, exactly. He went to this scrapyard and he picked up the door that was like sort of talking to him. You can see, yes, a very good picture. It's, I mean, he tells a little bit more in the catalog, so I like run to the catalog and read a little bit the cartel. But he met with the owner of this scrapyard. And it was a fantastic meeting that he had. And this man did not know that he was part of circular economy. He was part of the future and of sustainability. So
it means that if you buy it, you can adjust the height to your own will.
Yeah, exactly.
And does it mean that Tim gonna come to install the work at home?
I think if you are in France and we can find or very close, like in London or Brussels, you can find a way. He's, I mean, I know him a little bit thanks to this event, and he's a fantastic guy, and I'm sure he will be ready to go to your place and install the work, and perhaps like talk a little bit more about what's behind. So that's our...
It looks nice. I love his sweatshirt. I would like the sweatshirt with the door.
The workshop sweatshirt, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah,
nice.
let's jump to the...
Yeah, we sell it later on.
We sell it later.
So come back to
at
us,
the end, exactly, at the end of the whole catalog, we will come back to On the Road again, and we will put it on sale. So third one, Jordan Saget.
Is one of the stars of the scene, the French scene of the street art, isn't he?
Exactly, yeah. And you might have seen, if you've been in Paris lately, you might have seen those lines.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those roads. I mean, it looks like roads. It looks alive.
It looks a little bit like land art, and at the same time like Art Nouveau glass
yes.
windows. Nice.
Some of his
Like
followers always tag him on Art Nouveau.
Is it?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Wow.
completely.
Okay.
And also some kind of Japanese.
Yeah, absolutely. It reminds me of one of the motifs in the Japanese textiles. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the waves. You know, it's the waves that you can see in the Japanese prints. Okay. So here again, so there are two doors that have been rethought.
Exactly. So we went in Romainville again.
Everything is in Romainville.
the Romainville is the hotspot
to
for totally for sustainability and for art. So yes, it's a window that has been scrapped from a school in La Courneuve, and basically, in the Atelier Rare, they do all sorts of things with recuperation items, and mostly furniture and all kinds of things. And that was kind of original to go there and to say, hey, we need a window to make a work of art. And so, yeah, they very kindly gave us to the artist. And the artist created this piece specifically for the sale, too. He is based in Paris, and the name is 56 jours, 56 days, because that's the time of his first confinement. And during his first confinement, he asked his fans, numerous fans on Instagram, to send him pictures of what they saw behind the windows.
Okay.
Because I don't know if you remember, but in France, we could not move, we could not get out of home, so it was out of the question to get out of home. So basically, it's sort of a reinterpretation of this, movement of send me your pictures, I will draw on your pictures, and I will resend them to you. Now he does it on the window. So you can dream through this window. You can be free through this window.
What is the technique here? I can't.
It's blanc de meudon.
Okay.
And it's also, thank you for noticing, because it's a mouchetis of blanc de meudon. And then he goes with his finger, and he goes and he erases the blanc de meudon at some places.
This is how he draws the lines with his fingers.
And and that's the first time I was interviewing him a couple of weeks ago, and it's the first time he uses this double side technique. That's why it's not entirely blue.
Okay.
It's behind. He has done it on both sides, and he only erased it on one side. That's why you have this sort of depth into the work.
Oh, that's nice. That's beautiful. So we're going to start at 3,000 euros again here.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
Yes, that's all. We tried. I mean, you may be much more familiar with very high prices of what you do in your sales, but we try to make. I mean, to find works that are very.
Your estimates are very attractive. Thank you very much to the artists who accepted to have attractive estimates. I think it's great and it's going to grow. I'm sure. Thanks to you.
Yeah. Thank you, Jordan. And now we can jump to another theme that we identified with Camille in this sale. It's biodiversity. So just to put it shortly, all these artists, to me, are sort of sorcerers, as we say in French. Ce sont des sourciers. They are going to find the streams, the little streams between the rocks of their medium, and those streams already exist. They will not extract new plastic. They will use what is existing, what is around them, and they will create with it in a certain sort of philosophy of cycles. And with biodiversity, it's interesting. We have 3 works that are related to biodiversity. We can talk about Fairies Exist If You Believe by Jésus Moratiel.
That's a nice title as well. Oh, wow.
It's a big piece. It's 1.20 meters high. And it's made of resin. And if you can zoom inside, you will see that all those dots are bees.
Bees.
So the artist is a friend of a beekeeper in Spain. The artist is Spanish. And he gathers all those bees that were killed by pesticides or by climate change, by differences of temperature, of seasons, etc. And then this beekeeper gives all those bees to the artist, who sort of melts the bees inside a BPA-free resin. So it's a resin that is not harmful to the environment. And you will see that there are a few SD cards that hold data. They actually hold data of lost species of flowers. So dead
But
bees around lost flowers.
Did he record himself this?
No, he just put the data of like pictures and where it came from, etc.
Okay. Wow,
it's
that's
very
very
strong.
Interesting. Yeah. Is it big? Yeah, it's big. It's 120 centimeters.
Yeah, it's like this.
It's nice. I thought first that it was a textile, and then I thought it was a drawing.
Yeah.
No, it reminds me of the Michaud and all the dessins mescaliniens, all these things. But it's very different. It's very nice.
And we have a photo of him working, I think.
Can we see him?
It's the last picture on the right. Yes, that's in his workshop in La Coruña in Spain.
Did you go there in his workshop?
No, no, I didn't take the picture. I think his girlfriend did.
Very interesting.
Well, we have two other works that are related to biodiversity by Rachel Marks first. So Rachel Marks, she's a young American artist living in Paris.
But actually, we have 3 works by her,
and
you sell them separately.
Yes, there are 3. I mean, if someone wants to buy as an ensemble, that would be magnificent.
That would be even better.
Yes. But there are 3 books made entirely of, I mean, it's a book cover of a book that she found in the street. And then inside, it's pages of little bits of nature that she picked up along the road, and not at any time, but during confinement. That's why they're called Confinement Diaries. So by her, she lives and works in her studio in Montmartre, and when she could only walk like 1 kilometer around, she found a park and she gathered some bits and pieces.
So cool.
The rose thorns.
What is it? Oh, wait, the thorns.
With rose petals inside.
And it's a book. It's a book cover again.
Yeah, it's a book cover. I don't know which book, but she could tell. I mean, again, she's a very accessible person, and if the bidder wants to meet with her, I'm sure she will be very happy to meet.
I think I saw a work before. Is that possible in a museum or somewhere, or an exhibition in France?
Exactly.
In Paris?
She has been performing and exhibiting at Musée de la Chasse et de la Nature in Paris.
Yes, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Jan Fabre and all these people, so that's completely the line. Oh, okay.
True.
Oh, that's very nice.
And then the third one of moss. If we can go to this one, this one is at the end of her confinement. She was like fed up with the city, and she decided to walk 25 kilometers to a forest, and she picked up those moss, and the same way she created a book out of it.
I think we should also maybe flag the works of art to the book lovers and the binding lovers, and all these people that I didn't thought of before, but I will. I will.
You will. And the first time I saw you, you were actually auctioneering a book sale.
Yeah, I'm a great fan of book and book bindings. That's beautiful. Okay, so we have 3 works from her.
Yes.
All are starting at
3,000. Starting at 3,000, yes.
Okay. And for biodiversity, do you have something else?
Yes, we have a third one. By Caroline Venet.
Oh yes, this is the leather desk. It's beautiful.
Yes. So it's a desk that will obviously please people who love design. It's a magnificent piece of design that I was lucky enough to see in a gallery. And it's entirely made of discarded leather. Because you see those shapes, they are very round. Okay, just no glue was used in this desk. It's all marqueterie. So she asked Audrey Ludwig, a leather marqueterie artiste, and a compagnonne du devoir, to work with her. So it's actually the work of two spirits, of Caroline and Audrey. And
of the makers of the leather itself as well.
True, exactly. So the leather comes from Tannerie As in the east of France,
and
they supply the best bronze of leather in France and in the world. So I will not mention the name, but you can all guess who I'm talking about.
And Tannerie As, they gave all these pieces.
Yes.
To Caroline and the what's the name of the other one? Sorry,
Audrey Ludwig.
Audrey Ludwig.
Yes.
Okay.
And so
otherwise it would have been thrown
away.
Okay.
Because the shapes are round, and it actually comes from the sides of the calf. That cannot be used by the luxury industry because the shapes are not standard.
Okay.
So you can't just like cut it like this.
And it's a unique piece, I guess.
It's a unique piece. Yes. It's a unique piece, and the starting price is 16,000 euros, and we already have people on the line, so there's a lot of attention on this.
Yeah,
this
16,000 euros can seem a little bit more than what we offered earlier, but actually this is a very, very interesting piece who involve a lot of people, and
and a lot of
and
work.
I can't imagine the time that they
exactly.
had to realize something like that.
Exactly.
It's nice.
And
nice.
Yes, and Caroline will tell the bidders more about the desk, but it's a wonderful work.
Okay, that's it for biodiversity.
Yeah, that's it for biodiversity. Now we can tackle another topic is mineral and minerality. Starting with Ornaghi and Prestinari.
Ah, yes, this is the marble art. Yeah, okay. That's beautiful.
So this couple of artists, so I said 12 artists, but they're actually 13 artists.
Yeah, because they work together.
Yeah. They are represented by Galleria Continua, who was very kind enough to be a partner on this auction. It's a beautiful piece, very representative of their work. They come from the design world, and here they used discarded and upcycled Estremoz marble, so coming from Portugal, imported to Italy and thrown into the dumpster by the importer. We can see the photo of the dumpster, and it's. Yeah, that's with Travertino, but it's the same. I mean, it's basically the importer of this material says that it's not perfect enough to be used in design, to be used in architecture, so they will just throw it away. And I think the beauty of an artist is to give back
a new life.
a new life, a new aura to a material.
And what is the other material, the darker one? Is it basalt or?
Exactly,
Okay.
it's basalt.
Comes from Italy, I guess, as well.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yes. What? Oh, it says from Etna. It's yeah.
And for this, what's the size? 60 centimeter high, and we're going to start at 7,000. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. That's.
I don't know if the ArtLogic size is the right one, but
no.
I think it pastes on the wall, not the right size. But you can gauge what 60 centimeters are.
It's very nice. So do you have something else for minerality? Or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Caroline Denouette.
Ah yes, I love her. It's the one with the Okay.
It's so obviously you've noticed it's a DNA, a bit of DNA planted in a massive piece of wood, And now you can see with her hands, you can see the size of it. And it's actually...
you know, I feel terrible because I'm not a scientist at all. I didn't even see there was a DNA. I saw so many other things.
What did you see?
I feel terrible.
What did you see?
I saw a tree and I saw a necklace of, you know, all antique pearls. I'm such a girl, you know. Sorry for that.
No, I mean, it's good because it means that this piece will not only please the scientific...
No, not at all. And it's one of my favorite pieces, and I didn't see that. So sorry for that. But
the story behind this work is beautiful because the artist Caroline actually met with Neolith. With William Cruot, the founder director of R&D at Neolith, last year at ChangeNOW. And they talked and they said, hey, what is this material, what is this stone? And this stone is actually made out of waste, of industrial waste. So it really looks like a stone.
Yeah, but is it light? So
it's quite light, yeah. Yes. It's quite light, but I mean it depends because they have different versions. Some of them are heavier than others, and so they turn industrial waste into this stone, and the artist thought, hey, could be also a stone not only to build houses or roads, but it can also be a material for art. So that's the result.
And what does Neolith do today? What kind of roads?
That's it. They do thinner than this. They do little stones that is used in concrete for the roads and for building, basically building houses. And we are actually presenting another work, but by the same artist with the same stone. At ChangeNOW, and you can see it on the Art for Change page.
I see a scale, and you can go up in the clouds, you know. Yeah.
Oh yes, a scale, of course.
That is very poetic.
I think that's actually what the artist had in mind.
And all these people, you know, this Arte Povera. I think it's great. Yeah. Okay.
Well, you mentioned...
I can't beat in my cells, you know.
You mentioned Arte Povera, and to me, those artists who work with the resource and work with those materials are sort of the children of Arte Povera.
Right. Yeah.
There's a kind of sobriety into their work. And we also have Joé Bruno's work. So he was also exhibited like Caroline, Desnouettes, like Rachel Marks. He was also exhibited at the Musée de la Chasse et de la Nature in Paris, which has reopened this week, by the way. So, as you can see, it looks like a shell. It's a play on words with the famous petrol brand, and it's called Fossil Energy, and it's entirely made of plastic, of unique use plastic. So Joé Bruno is the ambassador of a recycling community called Precious Plastic, and he created this work and many other works thanks to this technique of foundry. So he created himself this piece, which
molded,
which holds it. Yes. So it's not sold with the piece, but it's a cause consequence.
But you mean that they can redo other pieces from the same?
It will always be unique, but they can redo it. Okay. Yes. So if we have several buyers for this piece, we can talk to you about it and maybe edit another piece. But it's always unique because it's made with different plastics.
It's beautiful. To me, it looks like, you know, this shell-shaped marble benitier in the Barocco church in Roma and in all Italy.
Very well spotted. Yes,
I like it very much.
That's also at the back of his mind.
And you know, all these marbles in the antique period, and then in the 17th century, they were so precious, so rare that the marble, the stone itself was like a work of art when it was only stone and that the human hand didn't touch it. So it reminds me of that. Like just to put the material, like the star of the work of art. C'est très beau. Top. So is it all for minerality? No, we have more because we have the glass as well, no?
No, we have Julia Go with the earth, the earthen. So this is the biggest installation that we are putting on sale. So it's modular. So the buyer can buy either half of it or a third of it. And she will come to the place to activate the piece. We can see on the video that she molds all those pieces with raw clay. She puts it on the shelves, and then she comes with a bottle of water, and she fills all those elements, or not all of them actually, some of them, that are destroyed by water. And it's a sort of a play against the vanity of humans that want to create things that are actually not that solid or not that durable. What is durable? What is sustainable? And she, for all of her installations, she will collect the earth and recreate and recycle this earth. It's very. I think it's a very peaceful work.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's like old wounds or antiques. When you walk through, I don't know, Pompeii or all these pieces, no?
Well, completely. I never talked to her about this.
I hope she's not mad after what I said, but it's what
she will call us later.
No, it's beautiful, but it's huge actually. We have to keep space for that, huh?
Yes, yes.
And for this one, we start at.
So there's no real price because
people need to contact you.
Yes, people need to contact us because it's modular, as I said.
So it depends on
really
what
depends
you really want,
on how many and how you want to do it.
Cool.
So we have two more artists who work with the glass. Yeah. Yes. So we have Celestine Perchu. And I love this piece. It's so peaceful, like just reclining on the floor.
So it's made of two pieces of glass, are made in Italy, or did she work with glassmen?
She worked. Actually, she's a resident in Pantin, and she's a designer artist who is very interested into sustainability and very active in this world. And so she worked with a glass workshop in Pantin.
Okay.
And so she blew the glass, and inside the glass, just before it closes, she puts an aimant. I don't know
how we say that.
A magnet.
Magnet.
Sorry. She puts a magnet. So those three pieces are joined together by an invisible force, which is a magnetic force.
Ah, so cool.
And you can basically arrange the work as you want. To me, it makes me think of I don't know why, but of a watch, a wristwatch. Because yes, because there's this needle here, you know?
Ah, that's funny.
I don't know, I see things, huh?
I love the difference of the treatment on the glass, on both glass.
Yes. Yeah. It's beautiful. It's sandblasted.
Was this work of art made for ChangeNOW, or was it before?
No, it's part of her own collection, and you have on the website the list of all the places that she exhibited this piece. That it has turned around in galleries and
again, a huge thank you to the artist. Huh?
Yes, thank you so much for your thank you. I mean, I cannot thank them enough because for their trust and their confidence. And we have a last one, last but not least.
Last but not least. Yeah.
Clara Rivaud. So Clara Rivaud made this piece just for the sale. It's called Objet spécifique accouplé. It's actually part of a series of objects. And well, she couples two objects together. So one is a tool from an ebonist, so a woodworker.
A woodworker, yeah.
That she burnt with a specific Japanese technique that...
Yes, the burned wood makes dark. Okay,
yeah.
Okay. But did she learn the technique in Asia? Yeah.
No, but she learned it on her on her own, and she's always been quite interested in Japan. So I don't know if I actually don't know if she learned it in Japan, but she works a lot with the ideas and philosophy of Japan. And I think you can feel it in this work.
It's very interesting
there's a balance.
To mix these two materials, so I'm not used to get together. Yeah, it's at the same time very fragile and robust.
Yes.
It's nice.
And it's very sustainable in a way, because this black charcoal technique lets the object last for like centuries, basically. And she blew the glass herself in Nantes. It's a beautiful piece that will start at 4,000 euros.
Okay, so you remember you have until tomorrow night to call Ronan, to write to ChangeNOW, and to give your bids.
Exactly.
Okay.
Talking
so
about
we are completely on time. It was not made on purpose at all. Do you wanna move on to the auction, or?
Yes, I mean, yes. Do
yes?
you want to say
Let's
something? I'm quite excited.
No, I think it was a nice exercise. Thank you very much, Ronan, for having me, and all these works of art. As very poetic, I have to say. Very poetic, and yeah, I can't choose one. Which one would you choose? You can't say.
It's like choosing one of your children, you know.
Is it?
Which one do you prefer? No, I mean, as a collective, I love this exhibition, really. I think, I mean, I don't know for you, but I think it has consistency.
They work very well together. And,
I mean, my only regret is not to see them in the same room.
I agree.
And that's, I mean, we tried tonight to sort of like walk together among the works and to tell you about it. And thank you, Violette, for animating the whole pictures. But yeah, that's.
And you can send all images, you can send all videos, you can give more details. So
yes, of course, we'd be very welcome to help you in any way to compensate for not seeing the work for real.
No, congratulations, Ronan, for this curating.
Thank you.
Honestly, that works very well together. It's nice, and it's really, I really would love to buy something, but I'm not telling what. So. There is one work of art that we're going to sell tonight live at auction. I'm going to take my... yes, I'm going to take my...
Your hammer.
My hammer.
God. I'm so excited.
But I have nothing to get the hammer down, so I don't know what I'm going to invent. Are you ready, girls? Not? Yes? If you're not, it's okay, we can wait. Huh? J'entends pas ce que vous dites.
Est-ce qu'on peut sortir du champ? I don't know.
3 minutes, ça veut dire? Ah bah attendez, on n'a pas commencé. C'est les problèmes du direct, ça. So, should we wait for you, Coralie, ou quoi? Qu'est-ce que tu veux faire alors?
Tu tombes dans la messagerie?
Mais c'est pas grave, vous allez le rappeler. Pas de problème. Oui, c'est toujours comme ça. Pas d'angoisse. Do you think that Tim is looking at the...
I hope so.
Tim, are you looking at the auction?
I hope he could be here. He was here this morning to talk about the work. So we need you can't see backstage, but we need to call the bidders and get in touch with them.
It's okay because you know the client of Coralie. It's okay, Coralie. You know, sometimes you can also execute the bids for the people because you talked to him earlier. That's what I said. Okay, so let's start the bidding. Can we go back to the image of the works of art?
the work?
I mean, I have it, of course.
Yes.
But,
can we focus on the work?
Yeah, so it's On the Road Again. That's a funny title. And for that work that we're going to sell tonight for ChangeNOW, we're going to start the bidding. If you're ready, if I may, we're going to start yeah, that's good. You're ready, girl. So that's good. Let's start the bidding at 1,000 euros. That's a very, very small start. So we start at 1,000. I'm looking at you, the telephones, because we don't have people in the room, as you know. And we have 1,2 and 1,5 and 1,8. Thank you very much, Giovanna. 1,8 and 2,000. 2,000 with Coralie. So you have your client on the telephone now. Yes, you are. You do. Yeah. 2,000 to 2. Yeah, I can see you at 2,2. It's your bid. There are 3 people actually on the telephone. So at 2,2, Giovanna, it's your bid. And then, Coralie, would you like to come back? Yes, at 2,200. And 2,5, thank you very much. 2,5, this is your bid, Coralie. Giovanna, would you like one more? 2,8 and 3,000 now. At 3,000, this is your bid. On my right. Coralie, are you still bidding? Yes, no, you're not sure? Yeah? 3,2, thank you very much. At 3,2, this is your bid. So now we all look at you, Giovanna. Would you like one more? Yes, you do? Is it a yes? So 3,5, thank you very much. At 3,500. This is your bid at 3,5. Yeah? So at 3,5, it's against you, Coralie. Are you still with us? Would you like to place one more bid? Yes, and 3,8, thank you very much. You know, it's really, really not easy with the mask. So at 3,8, it's your bid. Thank you very much. At 3,8, Coralie, your bid against you, Giovanna. And we have lost the third person. And now we are at 4,000. Thank you very much. So it's only you two ladies at 4,000 euros. It's against you, Coralie. Are you still bidding? For 2? Yes? Is it a yes? I can see Ronan. I don't know. I'm not sure you can see Ronan, but he looks very excited. So it's 4,2. At 4,2 and 4,5 already. Thank you very much, Giovanna. À 4,500. C'est l'enchère de Giovanna. C'est contre vous, chère Coralie. Are you still with us? Would you like one more? Yes or no? 4,8. Thank you very much. At 4,8, this is your bid. You sure? It's a yes? 4,8. Thank you very much. À 4,800. 5,000, bien sûr. At 5,000 now. At 5,000, this is your bid, Giovanna. Contre vous, chère Coralie, à 5,000 euros nous sommes. Que fait-on à 5,000? So it's slowing down now. À 5,000 euros, c'est votre enchère. À vous, à 5,000 euros, l'enchère de Giovanna. Coralie, c'est terminé. Vous êtes sûr? Insistez encore un petit peu plus. At 5,000 euros. At 5,000, your bid, Giovanna. Ronan, would you like to come in the bid? Would you like to bid for yourself? Non? Alors, à 5,000 euros, votre enchère, chère Giovanna, Coralie, c'est terminé. Vous êtes sûre? Certaine? Le client n'en veut plus? Il ne va pas le regretter. Did you tell him that the artist is going to come to install the work of art? No? It's not an argument? Non, mais peut-être sa femme ne veut pas. Alors, à 5,000 euros, c'est votre enchère, chère Giovanna. Terminé, Coralie. Ronan, c'est sans regret. Vous savez, Ronan, que je n'ai rien pour faire tomber mon marteau aujourd'hui. C'était un peu le problème du direct. Je ne vais pas vous taper sur la tête. Alors, à 5,000 euros, vous êtes prête, Coralie? Dernière chance, last chance to bid, you sure? 5,000, une fois, deux fois. Giovanna, votre main, Ronan.
Je crois que Coralie est à 5,000.
Non, c'est Giovanna.
Ah, OK.
At 5,000.
OK.
Would you like 5,5? Would you like 5,2?
I don't know. I'm going to check with her.
Okay.
Toi, tu...
No, 5,000 and 5,2, yes. Would you like 5,5, Giovanna? I think it's going to be the very, very last one. 5,5, thank you very much. At 5,500. So this time, this is still Giovanna à 5,500. Coralie, je sais que je vous ai arraché une dernière enchère. Cette fois-ci, vous êtes sûre? Vous êtes certaine? She looks at me, she's like, I know it's not personal, hein? It's not against you. Ce n'est pas contre vous, Coralie, ne vous sentez pas mal. Je sais que vous êtes juste l'agent du client. À 5,500 euros, c'est votre téléphone, Giovanna. Ce n'est plus vous, Ronan. Enfin, ça n'a pas été vous, à vrai dire. C'est plus vous, Coralie. C'est à vous, Giovanna, à 5,500 euros. Votre main, cher Ronan, s'il vous plaît, pour...
y a du gel hydroalcoolique.
Adjuger cette œuvre. C'est sûr? C'est bien vu, Coralie, c'est sans regret. Une fois, deux fois, trois fois, Giovanna. Sold to you. Thank you very much, Giovanna, and thank you, Coralie. Thank you very much to your clients on the telephone. Ronan, félicitations. 5 500 euros et ça continue jusqu'à demain soir.
Yes.
Please look at the work of art, look at the catalogue. Call Ronan, call us, give us all your suggestions, questions.
Yes, of course. Bid.
Support these young artists who needs actually our support.
Support the young artists, and it's. I mean,
ChangeNOW.
I think it's also very circular because these artists who let us sell their work, basically they're going to help other artists to with the grant. So I think it's a beautiful story also of balance and of cycles. Thank you so much.
No,
I was so impressed.
No.
And my heartbeat went like so high.
You know, next year is going to be even worse, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So congratulations for what you've
so
done
much.
and good luck for the future. Thank you very much, ladies.
Thank you
Merci
so much,
à vous,
Camille.
enchérisseurs.
Thank you so much, Camille. Thank
you all
to
for
everyone
watching.
online.
Bye
Continue
bye.
to bid. Continue to send us email through the inquire buttons. You have until tomorrow, midnight, Paris time, to bid. So please bear with us and support the cause. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.